Hello, everybody. This is Brad Tassel. I did not announce it, but I'm going live right now on Facebook and YouTube. You probably won't see this now. We probably won't get any viewers, but you'll have a chance to see this over the next 24 hours. If you look to my right, you will see the beautiful Art Garvin. I just don't see you as an art. Have you not seen that in your life?
Well, nobody's ever really called me Art. I don't know why I signed up that way. It's Arthur or Doc is probably how most people know me.
So Doc Garvin, and by the way, what we're talking about right now, for those that see this later, is that tomorrow, Doc Garvin, will be a guest with Donna Wilburn and I on the 1000 Marriage Show questions, and we'll get into his letters of scholarship in a second, but let's deal with the Doc thing now. So you have been Doc since you were born.
I have been. That's right. I was actually named after a doctor. That's how I got the name.
And so in school, I just picture 8-year-olds at Potter Gray. Where'd you go to elementary?
Oh, I didn't go to Potter Gray. I went to another school. McNeil was the school I went to.
Oh, well, that's where Darby went. She went to McNeil. So at McNeil, are the kids and the teachers calling you Doc?
No. I think maybe my friends did. I just don't remember being Arthur. Only when I was in trouble, the principal would say, Arthur, come to the principal's office, that kind of thing.
How many times did that happen a year?
More than a couple.
More than a couple. You are a rebel-rousing child, which
Absolutely.
makes you, which gives you so much strength today to talk about what we're going to talk about tomorrow. So you've been Doc all your life, not a doctor, but you do. Tell us what you do for a living.
Well, right now I currently counsel military. So I work over to Fort Campbell and I work with active duty soldiers. I'm trained as a psychotherapist. And so I've been doing that kind of work for about 20 years, believe it or not.
20 years you've been a psychotherapist, and you've been working with soldiers, but not just Fort Campbell, but all over the country. You traveled forever.
I did. Yeah, I don't travel right now, but I've traveled all over the Midwest working with U.S. Army recruiters, and I've been to Fort Knox and Fort Carson. And before that, I worked a lot with codependency, and I worked in treatment facilities and various settings, hospitals, and that kind of thing.
And what are you mostly dealing with?
Right now, it's just sort of, we call it adjustment disorders, which basically are, soldiers are stressed out right now. I mean, everyone's stressed, but, soldiers have their own sort of set of stressors, deployments, and they're too young to get married, and they get married anyways. And so that kind of stuff.
So, which leads me right into what we talk about. It's 1000 marriage questions. I don't know if you know exactly what we do, but I have a bucket right here with over 1,000 marriage questions in it. As a comedian, you might know that I do a marriage show, and I give out questionnaires as a joke for people to write questions that I answer as a joke during my show. And they really are struggling. A lot of people give me real questions, and there's some funny questions in there too. So Donna Wilburn, who is a licensed marriage and family therapist in Las Vegas. You may remember Holly Madison? She was a Playboy centerfold. She had a television show. Holly Madison had a television show called Holly's World. And they hired
I'll be looking her up later.
You look her up later. Yeah, you've got every centerfold you ever had. So anyway, was your dad a Playboy guy? Did he buy the Playboy magazine?
My best friend's dad was a Playboy guy, kind of a Playboy and a Penthouse guy, which is a little,
Ooh, Penthouse is rough.
Yeah, my dad was, I don't think he was more of a Playboy guy. I don't know. He was a Playboy, but not a Playboy guy.
Did he get the magazine?
No, he did not. I don't remember. Everybody said my dad's got the Playboys because of the articles, which was always a crock.
Well, my dad had always, growing up, he owned a go-go bar, and he got Playboy magazine. And we always our goal was, and they had a lock on their bedroom door because I had 2 other brothers older than me. And they would always trying to find the Playboy magazines. And I remember one time, and I hope my mom doesn't hear this, or my mom got so mad, my brother's trying to sneak in, that she just said, just go ahead and you look at him. So, but my dad could never stand Penthouse. He just,
Good mom.
it was way too pornographic for my dad. So what was the point of all this? Oh, back to you and your thing. So we do 1,000 marriage questions, and it's good because you are dealing with a lot of soldiers who are probably, as you said, they're not ready to get married, but they do because they think they're going away. They're going to lose her. She's going to lose him. And they come to you. So you will be very useful during our show.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Maybe you and Donna will fight.
That'd be fun.
You will disagree wholeheartedly about that, because what happens is I say stuff and she goes, how dare you say that? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then she says something useful. So we'll see how it goes.
You have an example? You really have 1,000 questions in that bucket? I want to hear one of the questions at least.
I have, well, I don't know if you can see in the bucket. Look in the bucket.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
This deep. This is over a year and a half of questions. So you want to hear, okay, well, just for you, I'll dig my hand in here and pull out something. Here's what I've pulled out. Wow, that's a long one. That's a long one right there. Your children catch you in flagrante. Oh my God. I'm going to tell you this right now. This question is in here literally 140 times at least. Matter of fact, we had this question just last week still, but people don't listen all the time. Your children catch you en flagrante. What do you tell them you are playing? So that would be one of the kinds of questions that we'll get. Oh, you're thinking about it. That's kind of
nice.
That's
a good one. Well, it depends on the age. Obviously,
wait, this is just that. We're not answering questions today. We're not answering questions today. So I know it depends on the age, but we're not answering questions right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have to come tomorrow. I hope you see this next 24 hours. Doc Garvin will be there, not Art Garvin. Your son has the same problem as you named him after you, which was interesting, but we call him Campbell. So, okay. Well, we will see you tomorrow. Anything before we go?
No, I'm looking forward to it.
I am looking forward to it too. It will be fun. Everybody show up. Thank you very much, Doc. We'll see you tomorrow.